Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining me for this game day tutorial. This look is inspired by the University of Tennessee. That was the one that you guys voted for. The last poll on my blog was between University of Tennessee, orange and white, so that's what this is, versus Oregon, which was green and gold. And it was close this time. I really had to wait down to the wire, to see what the result was going to be. But I did a look, and my idea with these tutorials is really to make them something that you could feel comfortable wearing out of the house. Team colors are bright colors, and so you could go really super dramatic, but I chose to make it something that I feel like, whether you're going to a game or doing something else, this can apply to you as well. So I used some matte colors. I used the Coastal Scents 42 Double Stack Matte palette for this look. So, and also please keep in mind that to vote on next week's game day poll, just go to beautybroadcast.net. There's a link below, and you can decide which teams, which colors will inspire next week's tutorial. So to see how this one worked out, keep on watching. Alright, let's get started. This is actually yesterday when I first did this tutorial. None of the part where I was actually doing the, work on the eye actually recorded. So this is the next day, so I'm just kind of doing up this eye to redo it for you. But you can kind of, obviously, it's going to be the exact same thing I did yesterday. But so anyway, I'm going to start off by taking my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Cottage Cheese. And this is a really shimmery white shade. And so I'm just going to go kind of all over the inner part of my lid here. You can see how bright and shiny it looks, and then kind of circle around the tear duct area, just like that. You kind of want that look of it, just a really glossy look right there in the inner corner. And after you do that, it's very important, I think, to kind of pat over that. Just to make sure you don't have too much product there. That's going to make it wear longer and make sure you don't have any creasing. So very important tip there. Then I'm going to take my Double Stack Matte palette from Coastal Scents. These are some of the brightest colors I own right here. That and the Creative Me palette. But you can see there's lots going on there. But I'm going to be using the white just to top this off. Top off the shimmer. And it's still going to kind of have like that shimmery or really bright appearance just because we are going over it with white, but that's just to kind of a staying power thing that I'm doing right now. In the palette, I'm going to go for this peachy orange right here. So it's not quite as bright as one of the next colors I'm going to be using, but it still is very very bold for what it is, and being a matte shade, I just feel like the color comes through so well. My last couple looks have been really shimmery, and so I wanted to do something that really would give us something matte, or at least partially matte. So there we go, just getting that all over, packing it on the outer part of the lid, and then I would say take a larger brush, and we're actually going to get this orange all the way in the crease and all the way up to the eyebrow. So look down and kind of expose that part of the eye for yourself. And you can see I'm getting that base color all in the crease, and I am taking that all the way up to my eyebrow here. Next comes the brightness. We're going to this orange here. You can see, just for contrast, this is the orange we're using now. This was the other one we used. So there's quite a difference there in how bold this one is. And so I'm going to do a little overlapping with this. Get some on your e.l.f. eyeshadow brush or any flat brush you like to use. I'm laying this down kind of on the outer part of my lid. Once again, just pat it on. These are bright pigmented colors, and I don't really want it flying all over my face. So do that, and then kind of get it towards the tip, and we're going to go over the crease with that. It's all about layering with this look to really make it look smooth, and just like there are no there's no division between the shades we're putting on. Next, get some of that orange on an even smaller brush, because we really want to concentrate it in the crease. This is sort of a different method because it's not, a dark crease shade, but if you do pack it on a little more, it has more intensity just depending on the brush you use. So yeah, I'm just taking my fine crease brush, Essence of Beauty, and just getting that in there just a little bit deeper than it was. Next, we want to continue with our sort of strategic pops of white with this look. We've got one here, and I want to do another under the highest part of my arch here. So I'm taking that pencil and laying down some shine right under the, like, here's my arch, and then right there. So it's kind of like we've got it here and here. It's kind of like drawing your attention all the way across the eye. So get a little bit of that on there. And of course, blot it just a little. Blotting is always good with cream products. And then clean off your, your shadow brush or whichever brush you were using. Dip it in the white again. And then you'll really notice a pop. Next, I'm going to line my upper lash line, but I do want to keep it very thin because I want all the emphasis on this color, and I really just want some definition now. So I'm using my Physicians Formula. It's the Eye Definer Felt Tip Eye Marker in black, and just getting it really close to the lash line, starting at the inner corner. And we're just going to take it all the way across. Once you get to the outside, we're not doing a major wing, but I am thickening the line slightly, and I'm just going to extend it out just a little bit there. That way when I go to do my lower liner, I have something to sort of attach to. That's why I like to generally extend the upper liner. Next, grab a creamy black eyeliner. For me, I'm going to use my Maybelline Define-a-Line. And I was actually in the store looking for some more of this the other day, and I noticed apparently since I first got this one, it's been repackaged, and these are all like in the bright green looking packaging. So just so you know, if you see this and you're like, what is she using? They do still sell it. It just looks different. So I'm going to gently pull down on my lower lash line and get some black in here. Just like that. As we mentioned here, we want to give it a nice finished end to the look, and so just use the amount that you feel you need to kind of hook that in and make this all look blended here. Next up, you want to go ahead and take a liner brush and see where I've kind of taken some orange and just kind of dotted that basically under the lower lash line. Don't get too close to your white area. You want that to still really pop, and kind of look over the look, see if there's any thing you want to add to it before you put your mascara on. Otherwise you have powder falling on top of fresh mascara, and that just takes away from the blackness of it. So I'm going to take a couple of mascaras for this look. I'm going to be using my Almay Intense Eye Color Mascara in black, which has a really big brush, gives a lot of thickness. And then on the lower lashes, pretty much the mascara I always like to use there is the Maybelline Define-a-Line, or not Define-a-Line, Lash Discovery. Really gives a lot of length and definition without making these, it never gets clumpy. So I want a little more length on the lower lashes for this look. So I'm going to put that on, curl the lashes also before I do that, and stay tuned for the finished look. Guys, here is my finished game day look inspired by the University of Tennessee, the Volunteers. Sorry about all the weird glares coming in from my window, making me look really like patchy and strange, but I really had fun with this look. It's something I've never done before, really taking a color, taking it all the way up to my eyebrow, which some of us have more space here than others. I tend to have a lot of space between my eye and my eyebrow, but it was fun using the color in that way. And on my lips, I went for something that just kind of gave that goldeny, bronzy sort of glow, and so I made my lips sort of nude first. I used MAC's Myth, which is just a really nude lipstick, and so any nude like that will do. Anything that kind of erases the color, even concealer. And then I used Rimmel's Vinyl Bronze lip gloss in Bronze Ambition, and it just gives this nude bronze kind of look. All over my face, you know, I kept it really just kind of fresh and light. I actually didn't use foundation. I used my Aveeno Positively Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, and I'll have a list of all the different products I use for this look on my daily booth page. Link to that down below in the bottom bar. And I hope you enjoyed this look. Have a great rest of the weekend, and thanks so much for watching.